There's a lesson I want to give anyone who wants to build an aesthetic V-taper physique. You don't get an aesthetic body just by going to the gym. You get it by training with intention. Because I spent a long time lifting weights, but not actually building the physique I wanted. So I started lifting weights back in 2022 when I took a fitness class in school. Before that, I was always the skinny, weaker guy, underweight and not very confident. And I thought to myself, lifting weights would help me become more confident and more attractive. Now fast forward 4 years later, I'm still lifting and I haven't quit. And now I'm actively building an aesthetic V-taper physique. A V-taper physique is when your upper body forms a V shape. And you have wide shoulders, wide back, and a narrow waist. This look is considered attractive because it signals strength, discipline, and good genetics. And honestly, most guys want this physique. Not just to look good, but it actually earns respect. The biggest lesson I learned in this is not all gym training builds an aesthetic physique, because you can work out for years and still not look the way you want to, because aesthetics require a different approach rather than just getting stronger. When I first started lifting, I trained like most beginners, heavy compound lifts only, squatting, bench pressing, and deadlifting, low reps, and try to lift heavier every session. And while that builds strength, it doesn't maximize aesthetics. I look like someone who goes to the gym, but not someone with an aesthetic physique. So the first thing that changed everything for me was focusing on what I call the 7 aesthetic muscles. These are your neck, upper chest, upper traps, lateral delts, lats, abs, and arms. These muscles give the highest return when it comes to appearance, and they create the V shape. I didn't stop training other muscles like legs, but I prioritized these more. More sets, more attention, and more effort, because what you prioritize grows. The second thing that changed was how I trained. Instead of only chasing strength, I started training like a bodybuilder. And what that looks like is 3 sets per exercise, 10 to 15 reps per set. And I focused on form and progressively overloading. And once I hit 15 reps for all sets, then I increased the weight. The biggest game changer was slowing down my reps, especially the eccentric movement, which is the lowering part of the movement. So if you're doing a bicep curl, for example, the movement when pulling it up towards you is not the eccentric, but actually bringing it down slowly is. About 2 to 3 seconds, bringing it down. Explosive on the way up and controlled on the way down, and really focusing on the muscle. And that mind-muscle connection changed everything. Third thing that I did was to lean bulk, because if you don't gain weight, you won't build muscle. But if you gain too much fat, you lose the aesthetic look. Dirty bulking might make you bigger faster, but you won't feel good about how you look. Lean bulking allows you to stay relatively lean, keep visible abs, improve performance, and build muscle consistently. And my next video after this, coming soon, will be about how to lean bulk properly. After applying all of this consistently, my shoulders got wider, my back got thicker, and my physique started shaping into a V. And more importantly, I felt more confident, because I knew I was training with purpose. If you want to build an aesthetic physique, don't just go to the gym. Train with a plan, focus on the right muscles, use proper form, and be consistent. And just give it time, because you don't need perfect genetics, you don't need the perfect program, you just need consistency and intention. Small improvements every week add up. So yeah, I really hope you use these tactics because they genuinely helped me, and if that helped you too, that's honestly awesome.